What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Horror Gamer,
And I'm Gabby.
and welcome to a brand new episode of Horror Haven LLC. And boy, we got one hell of an episode planned for you today. But before we get into that, Gabs, why don't you let everybody know where they can find Horror Haven LLC?
Oh, goodness. There's all kinds of places you can find us. You can find us first and foremost on slasher.tv. Download the app and search for Horror Haven LLC. Friend us. We love you. We love Slasher so much. It is the best social media site for horror fans. You can find us on Instagram at Horror Haven LLC, Twitter at Horror LLC. You can email us directly at horrorhavenllc@gmail.com. And you can always join our Patreon. Patreon.com/horrorhavenllc. We have all kinds of tiers for you to choose from. You can start low and go up, or you can start at the top and be a VIP. If you're a VIP, you get your very own episode as a birthday gift from us. You're our co-host. You choose the topic. You start it. We help you out. You finish it. It's a good time.
That is. And that's, you know what, that's such a great deal, because like you said, you are the star of the show at this point. Like, listen,
anybody who joins a Patreon, like any Patreon tier, okay, you are our star. You're the star of our lives.
Your family. Your family.
Yeah.
And if you do that $15 one, you do that high tier. Like I said, we just sit and let you control the vehicle on that show.
It's all you.
It's all you. We're just background noise. You know what I mean?
By the way, we have a new patron.
What? Another one?
Yes. Horror Fan 09.
Horror Fan. What's
you
up?
Are our new best friend. We love you.
Yes.
You are amazing. We are so happy that you joined our little team.
Oh yeah.
He joined our $5 tier, and when you join the $5 tier, you get to choose an episode. It's a little bit different from VIP because you're not actually hosting it. You're just telling us what you want us to talk about. And I think that you're going to be really excited about what he chose.
Oh boy, I'm almost afraid to ask. What did he choose, Gabs?
Well, next week is October,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And he wants us to do an episode on the entire Halloween franchise.
And I knew that was coming. And you know what? Horror Fan, guess what?
Thank you.
Yes. Gabby loves you even more now because, as we all know, that's her favorite series, but you're going to get your show.
Oh, my God. I cannot wait to go in depth about 4 and 5.
Yeah. That's going to be exciting.
I'm so excited, and I am so grateful. Thank you so much for choosing Halloween.
Yeah, she thanks you to the moon and back. And let me tell you something. A little sneak preview of that episode. I have an affinity for 4.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's my favorite in the series. I said it. But that's not here nor there.
I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says about anything. You can love Halloween as much as you want. You can hate Halloween as much as you want. You can love the first one and the last one, or you can love whatever you want. But when it comes to perfect 80s slasher camp, you do not get any better than 4 and 5.
4 and 5 are some good shit. All I'm saying, yeah. But let's not dive too deep into it. Let's not give them too much. Let's not give them too much.
Sneak preview.
Sneak preview, guys. We're not giving you too much. We're just giving you a little taste of what's to come.
It's going to be quite a discussion.
It's going to be a good one. It's definitely going to be a good one.
I am so excited. Thank you, Horror Fan.
Horror Fan.
We love you. Like,
yes.
I can't emphasize it enough. I can't say it enough. We love you.
Yes.
Like, to the moon and back times infinity.
Yes.
You're an amazing person.
Thank you, Horror Fan. Yes, and you will definitely, like your boy Hard Gamer said, you will definitely get your episode. But,
Yay.
Gabs,
Mm-hmm.
let's have a little discussion of what we experienced just a little while ago.
Did we have our Oprah moment?
Did we?
No.
No. Sorry, guys. I know, Miss Gabby Gore was building up. She wanted this Oprah moment. But you know what? In a way, though, I think it was more special that we didn't have an Oprah moment because we were just so comfortable with each other. It was
agree.
like brother and sister, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Each other for a long time, just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when I saw you, it wasn't even like, oh my God, there he is. It was just like, oh, there he is.
Yep,
Like,
hey,
it was,
what's up?
yeah, like, hey, there you are. Like, it wasn't.
Yeah, it
and
wasn't
I think that's
awkward.
more of a testament.
Yeah.
Like, there was no awkward at all.
No
Yeah, you're right.
It was chill. It was, oh, hey, Gabs, what's up? What do you think? How you liking everything? You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, this is awkward. You know, I'm afraid of her. You know, now I know I mean her in person. I'm all scared. You know, like no, it was just, oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And I think it was real. You know what I mean?
The perfect meeting, I think.
Yes,
it was
absolutely.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah, and and the best part was we met in one of the greatest areas you can possibly just think about meeting, and that was, tell them where we were this weekend.
We were at Monster Mania Con in Hunt Valley, Maryland at the Delta Hotel, and it was amazing.
It was, and I think somebody met a hero.
No. Oh, God. I don't want to talk about it.
I was talking about myself.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Yes, talk about your hero.
Yeah, I got to meet, y'all know, everybody whoever is anybody who knows Horror Gamer, who's associated with Horror Gamer, who's even tuned into Horror Gamer's YouTube channel, knows that your boy Horror Gamer is a huge Friday the 13th fanatic. Fanatic. Well, your boy Horror Gamer got to meet a legend. Your boy Horror Gamer got to meet Kane fucking Hodder.
Oh my God.
Which is, in my opinion, the best Jason to ever just grace the big screen with his awesomeness. Like, he was so awesome. And I embarrassed myself.
Tell me how.
So I had a little fangirl moment when I walked up to him and saw him for the first time. And I was actually getting an autograph for one of a very special friend of mine. Our favorite Belgian?
Hi,
Yes. Getting
Nick.
Nick, this one's out for you, bro.
We love you.
And as I was getting said autograph, I was talking to Kane Hodder, and I said, you know, you babysat me as a kid. And of course, when you say that, he looks at me like I'm a fucking idiot. He's like, go on. And then I go on to tell my hero, Kane Hodder, that when I was a kid, I used to watch all his Jason movies because he was my favorite Jason. And I would mimic certain parts of the movie. Like, I would lay down, and then when he would jump out of the lake, I would sit up. You know what I mean? Just mimicking his movements and stuff. And Kane Hodder laughed.
He laughed at you.
Not at me. He laughed with me because I was laughing too. He said, well, that's really awesome. He said, you really have the nose for the theatrics. And then he called me Nick. My hero called me the wrong name. I'm so sad. And anybody
that makes me so sad for you. It really does, but it's so funny.
And anybody who knows me and knows my real name, it is not Nick.
It is not anywhere near Nick.
No, it doesn't even. It's not even.
Nick is our favorite Belgian.
Yes. And he called me Nick. And I almost
I
cried.
shouldn't laugh at you because my story's way worse.
I was getting ready to say, Miss Giggles. Let's hear your story. How
I
did
don't
your
have
meeting?
one.
How did your meeting with your hero go? Like, come on, let's.
I didn't meet my hero. I have
I
no
think.
idea what you're talking about. I
Oh,
wasn't even there.
oh, really?
Yeah.
So Joe
I
Bob
see.
Brooks doesn't ring a bell.
Shut up.
Let's hear that story.
Oh my god, I
Horror
cried.
Horde. Listen, Horror Horde. You gotta hear Gabby Gore's story
You
on
guys, oh god, I can't
she
even. Oh
met
my god, I'm blushing.
when she met her hero, Joe Bob. I mean, you guys got to realize something. When we were talking about this whole thing, about meeting up there and walking around and stuff and just chilling, all she talked about for the entire build up to this, meeting was she wants to meet Joe Bob. That's what she's there for. That's the number one person she wants to meet. And
they had Kane Hodder. They had Robert Englund. They had Danielle Harris. They had the final girls from the first two Friday the 13th. They had the leads from Killer Clowns. They had Zach Galligan from Gremlins. They had Tom Atkins. They had Carl from The Walking Dead. What was his name? He was so cute. What was his name?
Chandler Riggs.
Chandler Riggs. He is teeny tiny. They had anybody. They had Nancy's mom from Nightmare on Elm Street. They had everybody. I don't give a flying motherfuck about one of those people. Any of them. I don't give a shit. I wanted to meet Joe Bob. He is my best friend in my head. I have loved him since I was, when was Monster Vision on? It was in the 90s.
Yeah.
I mean, probably since I would say at least 14. Maybe sooner. I don't know. I have loved Joe Bob for years and years and years. I subscribed to Shudder for The Last Drive-In. And I actually, a little aside, so Robert Englund was there.
Yes.
Obviously, everybody wanted to meet Robert Englund.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean,
you're lucky you did it.
Yeah.
Because I got a story before.
Yeah.
I got a story about that here.
Yeah. Horror Gamer came with a friend, and can I say his name? Do you think he'll care?
Horror Heel. Yeah. No, he don't care.
Horror Heel. Poor Horror Heel. He stood in that damn line for 5 fucking hours. He stood in line. He had a mask on, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
In the sun for 5 fucking hours. He had a sunburn with a tan line.
Yeah, with a mask tan line. Yep.
A mask tan line. He had on the sides of his cheeks. He had a tan line from the straps to his mask. I mean, Horror Heel, if you're listening, God bless you, babe. My heart hurts for you that he stood in line for 5 fucking hours for Robert Englund and then was told, sorry guys, it's not taking anybody else. Nothing against Robert Englund. Listen, I'm not mad at Robert Englund about it. He had to do a panel.
Yep.
But Monster Mania Con, hi, I had a blast. You need to fix it next year.
Yes, there's things I will say. It was a blast. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. I had a good time, but there's certain things like your VIP bullshit.
Yeah, fix it, Jesus.
Yes, fix that shit.
Fix it.
Because let me tell you something. The only reason I'm saying that is because my boy Horror Heel was waiting in that line for 5 hours. There was other people who were waiting in that line for like 30 minutes, got tired of waiting, went and spent $150 and got that VIP ticket. And what that VIP ticket does, it allows you to butt in front of one line.
Bullshit.
So all them motherfuckers were butting in front of the fucking Robert Englund line. And, you got people who either, don't have that kind of money or just won't spend that kind of money. Or just, like I said, don't have that kind of money.
I wouldn't have spent that kind of money on Joe Bob.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? $150? Sorry, Charlie. That's my cell phone bill.
Exactly. But then you got people who don't have that money. Like I didn't have that kind of money just to spend a butt in line. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
fuck that. Do it right. Like if you're gonna do VIP, do it to where VIPs get 2 hours early access or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before everybody else.
exactly.
Don't let
Yeah.
them butt in front of people who've been sitting in the sun for 5 hours waiting to meet their
5
hero.
hours.
Because that was Horror Heel's hero, Robert Englund. He even told Robert Englund when we finally got to meet Robert Englund, he told Robert Englund that he was the reason that he got into horror.
I mean, if you're going to introduce yourself to horror, we'll have to do an episode of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street's the way to go. I mean, that is straight up horror. I mean,
I call it diet horror. And this is why. It's not.
Kidding me?
No, I'm not.
I need to hear why.
Okay, because for one, it's not scary. At least to me, it's not.
You
that
better
scary.
back the fuck up.
Listen, it's
that motherfucker comes at you in your fucking dreams.
Well, what kind of pussy goes after somebody when they're asleep?
What kind of pussy? I can't even finish my sentence. The guy has knives for fingers. You can't escape him. Everybody goes to sleep. Okay, we'll save this for another episode.
Yeah, okay. It's just, okay. But I like to call it diet horror because for me, it's something easy to ease yourself into. You know what I mean? It's not like The Exorcist, like your boy Horror Gamer had.
Okay.
Try to start that shit. You know what I mean? Try to start off with Exorcist and then tell me Nightmare on Elm Street scary. Just saying. But no, anyway, that's not here nor there. That's a discussion for another time. But Gabs,
anyway, so when we got there, Horror Heel had already been in line for over an hour.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was like, you've been in line for an hour? I would never stand in line for an hour. Well, didn't this bitch stand in line for 2 hours to meet Joe Bob? And I was like, you know what? Cool, calm, collected. I'm watching the people in front of me that they're just walking up and smiling and saying hello. And they're getting their little posters signed. And they're taking selfies with, Darcy was there too.
Yes.
And Darcy, that's another story that I'll add to this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, everybody else is cool. I'll be cool. Whatever. Little known fact. I cry at everything. I cry when I'm excited. I cry when I'm mad. I cry when I'm sad. I cry when I'm happy. I cry at the Emmys we're on a couple weeks ago. I cried through the whole thing. I cry when people win awards. I cry when my son, draws a circle. I cry at everything. So I kind of had it in the back of my head that, okay, bitch, don't cry. And I was ready. I was good. I was not going to cry. And it was my turn. And I walked up, and Joe Bob was to my right, and Darcy was to my left, and I wept. Like a dickhead. I mean, I can't even talk. I'm so embarrassed. I cried. I couldn't even talk. It was just because I knew that I was crying. And I had my stupid mask on and it was getting wet. And I redid my makeup right before we got to the front of the line. So I knew that my mascara was going to move. It was just, it was, every time I tried to talk, my you get the lump and then your voice catches.
Mm-hmm.
They must have thought I was a fucking psychopath. Oh my God. It was so bad. And I looked at Darcy, and Darcy had a mask on. Joe Bob didn't. Darcy's mask said, save Tom Atkins at all costs. Mm-hmm. And I do love a good mustachioed man. And so what I said was, I can't even talk about this. Oh my God. I looked at Darcy and I had tears running down my face and I go, I like Tom Atkins too.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
and here's the thing, you guys. I don't even like Tom Atkins. I just like his mustache. Halloween 3 can kiss my ass. And oh my god, it was, oh my god.
You know what? Now, looking back on this weekend, me telling Kane Hodder that he babysat me wasn't as embarrassing as I like Tom Atkins too.
I mean, and oh my god, it was so embarrassing. But the one thing that I will say, first of all, Joe Bob is in person who he is on his show.
Yes, he is. Very.
100%. The coolest person in the world. We are no longer best friends because he's embarrassed by me, and I get that.
Oh my god.
And Darcy, who I have never been a fan of. I love her now.
Oh my god.
She is the sweetest, most genuine, lovely person.
Absolutely.
And it radiates from her. That wasn't an act. That wasn't that wasn't her saying the right thing to make you feel good.
No.
It wasn't that was her just being a really nice person. I mean, she is just she gives off light. I mean, she was just Joe Bob was amazing. Don't get me wrong. I couldn't look him in the eye because I was sobbing, but Darcy, I also couldn't look in the eye because I was sobbing, but she squeezed my shoulder when we took our picture together.
Well, and that's funny because my experience with Joe Bob was a little less tearful and sobbing. my experience with Joe Bob, and I didn't have to wait 2 hours. See, we got to the convention Friday evening. Okay. So it was around 7:30 or so. We got to the convention. We went to the room, put our shit away, and then we were like, you know what? I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna do some recon on some prices. You know what I'm saying, for Saturday. You know, yada yada, whatever. So we go down to the convention center and we look, and there's Joe Bob, and there's like nobody in line. It's like maybe 5 or 6 people in his line. So I'm like, you know what?
You're so lucky.
Oh my God, I was in line for maybe 10, 15 minutes. I was like, so fuck it. I'll just get his now, you know, get him out of the way.
My ass started outside in a courtyard.
Oh, yeah. And I knew Saturday was going to be fucking hell. So I kind of got the ones I wanted to get. Now, I didn't know that Kane Hodder was like upstairs, or I would have got him Friday night as well. But I managed to knock out Joe Bob early. And as I was going up, I paid for my poster. I had him sign. And Darcy, I was wearing a Resident Evil shirt. Okay. And anybody who knows your boy Horror Gamer knows that I am obsessed with Resident Evil. That's like my thing. And she looks at my shirt and she says, I take it you're a fan. I'm like, huh? And I didn't realize she was talking about my shirt. I thought she was talking about them, and I was going to be like, well, fucking duh. You know, if I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't be just, you know. And then she was like, yeah. And then she pointed out what she was talking to. She was like, yeah, you're a fan of Resident Evil. I said, oh shit, yeah. I said, I'm obsessed with it. And she was like, I love Resident Evil 4 is like my favorite game ever. I was like, really? I said, like, I'm sitting here in shock that Darcy the male girl is taking time out of her night to talk to me about Resident Evil. Like, I'm just like, okay, that's what's up. And then we took our picture, and I was like, thank you guys, I really appreciate y'all. And she's like, oh, we really appreciate you too. Like she was such a nice person, and she didn't have to fucking sit there and talk to me about Resident Evil, because
no,
I'm just another fucking dude to her, dude. I'm just like another fan, just another fucking next, you know what I mean? Yeah. And she wasn't like that, and that's
not at all. And neither was Joe Bob.
No, Joe Bob wasn't. No. I will say this though, Joe Bob, when I met him, he was a little soft-spoken. It could have been because he was tired as shit.
No. He was with me too. I think that might be who he is.
Yeah, I mean,
I think Joe Bob is so cool.
Yeah.
That is who he is. He's just he's not a loud person. He's not an attention grabber. Not to say that Darcy was either, because she wasn't at all. No,
not at all.
But Darcy was definitely the more outspoken of the two.
And he was a monstrous man.
He is a giant,
tall motherfucker. He was sitting down. I'm looking down at him, and then he's like, "You ready for your picture, bud?" I said, "Yeah." He stood up. I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know, like,
Darcy
Jesus.
is a tall woman too.
Yeah, Darcy's tall too. But a lot of people don't realize how tall these people are when you just see them on TV. But when you meet them in person, they're tall as shit. I mean,
And she is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, she is.
She
In
is
person?
just beautiful. But I think that has to do with her personality.
Yeah.
Because let's
she
be honest,
radiates
Darcy,
it. Yeah.
you've had some work done.
Oh yeah.
A little bit.
Absolutely.
A lot. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's call a spade. Okay. On the show, you look a little worked on. In person, you are breathtaking.
Yeah. Yes. Very, very amazing.
And 27 feet tall.
Yes. Yep.
I am 5'2.5". I look like a child compared to them in my picture.
I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot tall. Fucking Joe Bob's like a 4 foot taller than me.
I mean, Joe Bob has to be at least 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah, he's huge. He's a big man. He's awesome.
And he's solid.
Yeah, he is. For his age, I thought he was gonna be frail. Fucking ain't nothing frail about that man. He is tough.
He's a man.
Yes,
he's a man. I mean, he
fucking 3 squares and throw fucking hay over your shoulder and
Joe Bob, man. I love you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I embarrassed myself.
Joe Bob, thank you.
I love you.
Thank you for causing this story, Joe Bob. You're amazing.
I had in my head during the 2 hours that I stood in that line, so many conversations went through my head that I was witty and funny and charming, and I was just gonna blow them away with how amazing I was. And then I got up there and I was just like, I love you. Like, it was just.
And thus, one of the greatest stories ever told was born.
You know what?
What?
I know another one of the greatest stories ever told.
You're not going to make me tell this one, are you?
I'm going to make you tell. I just had to talk about crying in front of Darcy and Joe Bob. So you can tell me and everybody who happens to be listening exactly what happened between you and Tom Atkins. And then I have a story that will make you feel a little bit better about Jeff and Tom Atkins. Okay.
All right. Well, so it was Friday night again, and I saw Tom Atkins sitting there signing autographs and stuff. He seemed like a cool dude. I'm like, all right.
By the way, the mustachio.
Yeah, it is glorious. Yes.
Get it going, sir.
Yes.
Yeah.
It even with age, like he's
a very handsome man.
Yeah, I will agree. And now I might be looking too much into what happened, but you know what? I'm just going to tell you my perspective of it. Okay. Okay. So.
I'm sorry. I can't wait to hear this again.
Okay. So it's my turn. Okay. And Tom Atkins is there. And I was like, well, I'm going to get an autograph for my buddy in California for his birthday. Because his birthday's coming up. And he's a huge Tom Atkins fan. He's a huge Halloween 3 fan. So I was like, okay, I got you. That's one of the things he asked for. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I get his name on the thing. And I'm walking up to Tom Atkins, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, "Hi, sir, how you doing?" Just nonchalantly or whatever. And he goes, "Oh, calm down. You don't need to be that serious." I said hello. I didn't walk up to you and say fuck you. I said hi. What did you want me to say? Go to hell? Like,
damn, Tom Atkins.
Yeah, like shit. And then, we're talking and stuff, and I could tell right there that this autograph session is just going to be a shit show. As soon as he said that to me, I got that vibe like he didn't like me, which I don't understand why. Your boy Horror Gamer's a lovable dude. I mean, everybody
loves you guys. He's a bear.
And
you're a teddy bear, and I love every second of it.
I know, and I thank you, but he didn't love every second of it.
He did not love any second of it.
No, he didn't love it, man. It's like he was like, this dude's a fucking tool. I'm just gonna be a dick to him. I'm just like, all right. I'm like, damn. So this whole time, I'm just sitting here getting owned by this 73-year-old horror legend, if you call that.
Owned by an old man.
Jesus, somebody pissed in his prune juice or something, because
who, by the way, started Halloween 3. Tom Atkins, come on.
Now, I might be looking too deep into it. Maybe he was just saying, hey, we're here. You don't have to be so serious. But I wasn't being fucking serious. I said, all right. And then when we went to go get our picture taken, I kind of had my mask down by my chin. He said, oh, you need to push that shit down. Well, excuse the fuck out of me. Okay, I was doing it for your health. Like, I'm vaccinated, bitch, so I'm good. Like, I don't want to be the reason that you get COVID. Just shit. But all right, so I pulled my mask down. I must rip the bitch off. Like, shit. Fucking mean. And that's what I mean. Like I said, I could be looking too much into it.
Oh, it really hurts.
But, like, I feel like Tom Atkins fucking hated me, you guys. I really feel like he looked at Horror Gamer and said, this dude's a fucking tool and I don't want him nowhere near me. Man, I almost shit. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? I was gonna get done with this experience and go cry into a cock-shaped pillow because Tom Atkins was mean to me. Like, no, I didn't.
I am done.
And here's the funny part. The autograph wasn't even for me, motherfucker. I just took the picture because it came with the autograph. If you would have charged extra, you would have been shit out of luck. But that was
my face hurts.
But that was the experience that your boy Horror Gamer had with Tom Atkins. Did he like Horror Gamer? I don't know. Maybe not.
I feel like he liked fucking with you.
He liked fucking with me. Yeah, he liked treating me like a piece of shit. That's what he did, but it's all good. Maybe we'll run it back someday. Tom Atkins, if you're at a horror con again, we'll run it back someday.
Oh God, Horror Gamer, I hope you become famous so fast so you can meet Tom Atkins again.
Yeah.
And I hope that your autograph booth is right next to his.
Maybe next time I'll get the autograph for myself. Like, what now, bitch?
Speaking of autographs that aren't for you. So, I got an autograph from Suzanne Snyder and Grant Kramer, who played Debbie Stone and Mike Tobacco in Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yeah. And
they didn't have a line, and I had promised our friend that I would get him an autograph from someone.
So you picked the ones that didn't have the fucking
I picked
line.
the ones that didn't have a line because I was going to go for Tom Atkins. Oh, I can tell you my Tom Atkins story.
Oh, okay.
So my husband, Jeff, so I'm in line for Joe Bob. And I could see Tom Atkins from where I was standing. And he didn't have much of a line. And our friend had asked for an autograph from Tom Atkins. Prick. So I was like, huh?
That's because he's a mean prick, but good.
Just to you. So I sent Jeff over and I said, can you just find out how much an autograph from him would be? And by the way, everything was cash only.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing.
Dear celebrities, get a square. Love, Gabby. Okay? Yeah. Because I would have gotten way more, but I couldn't because I only brought so much cash.
Yeah. And I brought a bunch.
And Joe Bob, you got the merchandise, you got the autograph, and you got the selfie for $30.
Yeah.
Joe Bob,
Yes.
In his prime now.
Yes.
Was only $35.
Yep.
Tom Atkins was $40.
Overpaid.
Tom Atkins, let's get on a budget, boo. Okay? So, I sent Jeff over to see how much the autograph was, and so he went over and he saw that it was $40. He stood in line to get up close enough to see how much the autograph was. Saw how much it was, and he didn't have enough cash. So he came back over to me and he was like, it's $40. How much cash do you have? And I was like, well, I don't know how much Joe Bob is going to be. I have this much, but I don't know if I'm going to need it. Does that include, like, is it cheaper if you don't get the photo? Because, you guys, my husband doesn't care about horror at all. At all. So he doesn't want the picture. If it's cheaper without the picture, like, maybe we can swing this without having to go to an ATM. So he goes back over, and the lady that was behind him in the line when he was waiting to see how much it cost says, oh, hey, you can get back in front of me. And Jeff goes, well, no, that's not necessary. I'm not really getting back in line. I'm just looking. And she goes, no, it's okay. You were here first. And Jeff goes, I don't even know who this guy is. I don't give a shit about him.
Oh, it's my boy.
Turned around, and Tom Atkins, pen poised to sign someone's autograph, was looking right at Jeff. And Jeff was like, oh, hey, man. He just like walked away. So,
oh shit!
Without knowing your experience, he got back at him for you.
Good.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, Mr. Atkins. The only movie that you were in that I really liked was My Bloody Valentine 3D, and you know why that was?
Huh? She died.
Yeah, because Jensen Ackles was in it, motherfucker.
Oh God.
Oh yes, I know. Jensen Ackles. If you ever hear any of Horror Haven LLC, dude, I love you so much. I wish you were my brother. I mean, I have a pretty cool brother, but I would love to have you as a brother, man. You are the shit. And you were the only reason that movie was any good. It wasn't because of Tom Atkins. Shit. So, yeah, Tom Atkins. The only movie you were in that I liked was My Bloody Valentine remake. So, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Bastard.
Mean old prick.
So, so anyway, I went to, so after I was done with Joe Bob and Darcy, Tom Atkins was gone. I don't know where he had gone because he didn't do it that day.
Yeah, probably went somewhere to pass away of old age. Nah, I better not say it. That's ignorant. Sorry.
So I was looking around, and I didn't want to go somewhere that I was going to have to stand in line because 2 hours in line is enough.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. And I happened to turn around, and Suzanne Snyder and Grant Kramer from Killer Clowns from Outer Space were sitting at their table chatting. There was nobody in line for them, which anybody who's planning on ever going to a con, I learned a lesson on Saturday. Don't get in line right away. Wait.
Yeah.
Because when I first got in line, everybody was in line. It was insane. By the time I got through the Joe Bob line, there was nobody left in the room. Like, you could walk freely. There was no like structure. There were no people, like workers telling you like which line you had to be in. You could just walk up to a table and say hello to a person. Whether or not you were getting an autograph, they were all, the ones that I spoke to, I can't say everybody, but the ones that I had spoken to were all so sweet that even if you didn't ask for an autograph, they still said hello.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, saying hi is free.
Yeah. And kindness is free too. And they really handed that out freely. It was beautiful how sweet everybody that I met. Yeah. It was amazing how sweet everybody was. So I walked over to the Killer Clowns table. I had exactly $40 left, and it was $40 for an autograph from them. Again, why was Joe Bob cheapest? I still will not understand that. I will never understand that. But it was $40 or $80 for the both of them, and I had $40. So I figured I'm getting an autograph for a male. He would want the woman's autograph. So I walked up. Suzanne could absolutely not have been any sweeter. She was just the nicest lady. I said hello to Grant Kramer. And I said to Suzanne, may I have your autograph for a friend of mine? And she said, do you want both of them? And I said, I don't have enough cash. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, that's okay, honey. That's okay. She asked me what color Sharpie I wanted her to use.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, I have no preference. Thankfully, I didn't cry at that table. Even when Grant Kramer from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, one of the biggest cult classics of horror of all time,
Absolutely,
started singing to me.
That's awesome.
Looked me straight in the eye and sang House of the Rising Sun. And a little known fact about Gabby, I don't care for killer clowns. And I'm going to tell you why. I don't like a fucking puppet.
Yep. Gabby's one on record.
I don't like a Muppet. I don't like a puppet. I don't like claymation. I don't like stop motion. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Muppets make me angry. Like, literally, physically, I can feel my blood boil when I have to look at a fucking Muppet. And those fucking clowns from that movie look like fucking Muppets. And I hate that movie. I've never sat through that movie.
Nope.
I am 39 years old. I think I was like, when did that movie come out?
Like in the late 80s?
I was 6 when that movie came out. I've never sat through that movie in 33 years.
Well, see, I like the movie.
Through that fucking bullshit, puppet ass, killer clown bullshit. I hate that movie.
How do you...
I love that movie now because Grant Kramer and Suzanne Snyder are like the nicest people I've ever met in my life.
But see, you know, that's the thing with the con. You didn't feel like an outcast. Unless you went up to Tom Atkins. But that's not here nor there.
First thing I said to Jeff when we were walking up was, these are my people.
Yeah. And you know, a lot of them are really super cool. Like 90% of them like are there and they're very appreciative. Like, because they realize that, you know, they wouldn't be in the position that they're in if it wasn't for us, the fans. You know, you could be a great actor. You can be a great singer, songwriter, whatever it is, you know, but your talents mean dick if you don't have people supporting you by buying your albums, buying your movies, you know, going to these conventions, paying you their hard-earned money, you know, that they work their asses off to get, you know, paying you that just
$40.
Just for you to sign a picture or to say hi or take a picture with them. You know, that's why it drives me crazy when you hear about some of these celebrities, you know, that they treat their fans like shit. Like, motherfucker, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be sitting where you're sitting, you know? And I get it. Sometimes fans can be a little overbearing. But my thing is, if you're going to a con to do this and you know what you're getting yourself into, be good to the people.
Looking and a lot of them were. Zach Galligan.
Yeah.
Because the rumor that I heard from every single person that I spoke to, and I talked to a lot of people on Saturday, you're a dick.
Yeah, a lot of people said, and that kind of hurts because I loved Zach Galligan and the Gremlins. He was like one of my heroes growing up. And just to hear like how he was to people, and that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, you knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew you were going to hear a lot of dumb questions. You knew that you were going to see a lot of people. You were going to shake hands. You were going to take pictures. Not only
that, but I'm sure this wasn't your first con, Zach.
No, yeah, like this is what you're getting paid to do. People are paying you their money. Like that's why I know there's been like, you know, I know there's been rumors and stuff that Kane Hodder is very like
he's very arrogant,
but you know what, Gabs, I can tell you, at least me personally, when I met Kane Hodder, he is the nicest guy I have ever met. And it's crazy because he plays one of the most brutal killers in horror movie history, but
you know what, you can be an arrogant motherfucker and still you can also know your place, and you can also like know your audience and know where you're at. And that is a major thing for Kane Hodder. Yeah. He does. Yep. I mean, good on you, Kane.
Yeah, and he's a very nice guy. But you know who else really shocked me on how nice they were? Robert fucking Englund.
Was he sweet? I never
Oh
heard
my
your Robert
God.
Englund story because we left before you saw him.
Yeah. So we went in to meet Robert Englund. Okay. And Robert Englund literally will give you your time. Like, he doesn't just, never sleep again, next, never sleep again, next, never sleep again, next. No, he doesn't do that. He will sit there and he will talk to you as a person. Like, we were behind this one group of people. They were talking to him about that TV show on Netflix, Evil or whatever, and how he's really into it. And like,
it's a really good show. I've watched it.
Yeah. And he was talking to them about that. And then when we got up to him, my buddy looked at him and said, you're the reason I got into horror. And then Robert Englund literally sat there and talked to us about how he used to have this book that had like horror movie monsters in it. His uncle gave it to him. And like, he literally told us a story of like what made him get into it.
I'd have cried and died.
Oh, he was such a sweet dude. Like, I'm actually glad now because truth be told, guys, I wasn't going to go for this autograph. After waiting in line that long and being told no, I was done. Like, I was tapped out, because I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm going to tell you guys how much it cost $100 to get his autograph. And that's not with a photo op because there was no photo ops.
Oh, he didn't do photos when he did autographs?
No.
Oh.
He didn't.
Damn.
And he sat behind 2 tables, kind of social distance, and he wore a mask.
Did he have a mask on? Good for you, Robert Englund.
Yeah, he was wearing a mask.
Stop the spread.
But, like, he didn't do any photos, but he sat there and he gave you your time and he talked to you like a person. And for him to tell us a story of how he got into it and, the shit like that, he didn't have to do that. He, like I said, he could just be like, sleep kills next, but he didn't. And that was what's great about Robert Englund. And like I said, it was an expensive autograph, but I'm glad that I paid the money. I'm glad that I got him to sign my Nightmare on Elm Street steelbook that I have. And he even opened up the steelbook. He's like, wow, this is really nice. He said, this thing is awesome. I said, I know. I said, I pre-ordered that shit. You know what I mean? I was like, yeah, me, Boy, he was just so cool, and it was an honor to meet him. I you know what I said to him when I left? I appreciate you, my friend. I'll see you later. Like, what the fuck? Who says that? Like, I was talking to somebody at work. Thank you, my friend. He's probably looking at me like, this dude is a fucking moron. And so I struck out, basically with old-time horror legends. One really let me know he didn't like me, and fucking Robert Englund probably made fun of my ass when I left.
You know what, though? Robert Englund probably didn't.
No, he did it.
He probably is
did.
that amazing. My favorite podcast is
Horror Haven LLC?
My second favorite after Horror Haven LLC, my second favorite is it's called Horror Movie Talk. And they actually interviewed Robert Englund.
Lucky them. I would
on
love
an
to do
episode.
that.
And the crazy thing about it is the whole time I was listening to that episode, I kind of felt like they were talking to like their uncle.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so down to earth that it was like, this is Freddy Krueger.
I would love to have him on this. I would love to have him on the podcast. Hey, whoever listens to this and can make it happen. Robert Englund, we would love to have you on this podcast and pick your brain, bud. Same with you, Kane. If you're if we could ever get you on, we'd love to pick your brain about it. Hell, I would even love to do a Freddy vs. Jason episode and have them both on this bitch.
My plan, when I was in line for Joe Bob, my plan was to get a soundbite.
Oh, that would have been epic.
But I couldn't. I couldn't ask for anything. I mean, they had to ask me to stand for the picture.
Oh my God. So you were going to ask for a soundbite from them, but the soundbite we got was
No, it was more like this. I love you. I mean, it's just, God.
And that sound right there.
So sorry.
That is going to be the next soundbite you hear on Horror Haven LLC. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just me crying like an asshole. I mean, like a complete fucking lunatic. I mean, oh God. It was so bad.
But you know what, though? Here's the thing. And this is like, I think we've reached a point though where I think, we've given the horror horde a lot, but it was a beautiful experience. We finally got to meet each other and it wasn't weird,
At all.
at all. We
Dinner
even went
wasn't
out to eat.
weird.
No,
After dinner wasn't
I mean,
weird.
and I give you guys this, and I give you guys kudos for that because I'm just going to tell them, Gabs. I'm just going to tell them the fucking debacle at dinner. Okay. And you guys were just so cool about it. So whoever watches my YouTube channel knows that horror gamer is a big dude. I'm a pretty big man, you know what I'm saying? And when I go to restaurants, I kind of tend to ask for tables because at times, it is a little uncomfortable to sit in a booth, being a bigger gentleman. Well, Gabby Gore made the reservations and she told these cock smuggling douche nozzles
assholes.
Yes,
I'm calling you out, Texas Roadhouse, Hunt Valley, Maryland.
Yeah,
listen to people when they ask you for something.
Yeah, that we were coming and there was a larger gentleman who didn't do well with booze, so we asked for a table. When we get there, guess what? No table, so we had to sit in a booth. Your boy Horror Gamer doesn't fit in booths very well, so we had to have them extend the table. And then I had to kind of like sit out on the extended part in like the aisle because, I couldn't fit in the fucking booth. But you know what? I didn't give a rat's ass because I didn't see anybody I was ever going to see again. And I made sure I got the biggest burger I could fucking get on the menu because
that burger looked good.
It was delicious. And I wanted to hold it up like a badge of honor and be like, this is why I don't fit into the fucking booth, shit like this, and then take a big bite. But now you guys being so cool and you guys, not harping on it and not being embarrassed and, that's what was awesome is because, anybody else would have been like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. You guys didn't give any fucks. We had a great dinner. We went back and saw an awesome fucking costume contest, which Michael Myers should have won, by the way. I'm sorry.
You guys will post the video.
Yeah.
That Jeff took of Michael Myers walking. Yes. This guy dressed as Michael Myers
killed it.
Was Michael Myers. This guy, I still talking about it. Like I went to work on Monday and my coworkers don't care about horror. Obviously, I don't know if we've ever told the story. You and I met because I have a husband who's not into horror. Mm-hmm. You have a wife who's not into horror. Mm-hmm. It was pandemic. We were locked in our houses and we just needed somebody to watch horror with.
Yeah.
And so, obviously because of that.
Yep.
I mean, I don't have anybody in my real life, quote unquote, to enjoy horror with. And so they didn't understand when I was showing this video of Michael Myers. I have seen all of the horror that you can see.
Yeah.
Every different subgenre, every language, every fucking type. It's just, we've seen it all.
Yeah.
When that Michael Myers started walking down the fucking portico.
Yes.
I mean, did you kind of not shrink a little bit?
A little bit, because it's like, holy fuck. And like the knife he had even looked real as shit.
It really did. And it was like, you know what? We're going to be on the fucking news.
Yeah, dude. Like this dude's going to murder everybody at this convention, bro. Yeah. This is like, a fat kid at a buffet right now, bro.
He could have just been picking people off the entire time. And like, it wouldn't, like, nobody would have thought it would have been like in a horror movie.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
He would have been picking people off and everybody else would have been like, woohoo, that's amazing. And it's like, no, this is real, bitch.
No, that's real murder. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he was good.
He was so good. Wait till you see the video. I swear to God.
And he was the Halloween Kills Michael Myers. So he missed it. He had his hand wrapped up to where he only had the 3 fingers, and he had the burnt mask and the ripped up jumpsuit. Like, he did his thing, man. He was hella good.
And I got to tell you, We've discussed before that I wasn't a huge fan of Halloween 2018. I'll rewatch it before Halloween Kills to see what I missed.
Listen.
But I gotta say, for as much as that wasn't my favorite, that might be my favorite Michael Myers, though.
He is cool. I'm telling you, this is how you got to watch it, Gaps, okay? Before you get into Halloween Kills, you have to watch Halloween 1978 and you have to watch Halloween 2018.
Well, I can recite Halloween 1978.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's what I'm going to do. Like, Halloween Kills comes up soon. I'm going to put on Halloween 78 and then I'm going to put on 2018. Then I get my ass ready for Halloween Kills. But yeah. But anyway, like I said, back to the guy. Yeah, he was on point with his Michael Myers. Like, he should have won that contest. I don't know, they gave it to some and I hate to say, can I honestly tell you why I think they gave it to that guy?
Why?
I think the guy had a disability.
Oh.
And they were being nice.
Oh. All right.
Because you could tell by the way he talks. I'm just being honest.
I didn't hear him talk. I did.
I heard him talk. Yeah, well, he had his face in it, but when he talked.
So for those who weren't there, the person who won the scare. So we got to the costume contest. A little late, and we got there just in time for scariest costume, which I'm kind of okay with. I don't know what the other categories could have been. I mean, you're at a horror con. What other categories are you gonna have for a costume contest?
Exactly.
But we got there in time for scariest costume, and there was.
Good ones.
So the winner, spoiler alert, I guess. I don't know if anybody gives a shit. Was the Haunted Mansion, which I've actually never seen that movie.
Disney's The Haunted Mansion. He was some kind of like
the Disney guy.
Seriously. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I hate to sound like a rude prick, and I mean, it was nice that they did it for him, and I commend that. Yeah. But it wasn't scary. Like the one girl dressed up like Helen Lyle after she got burnt in the fire from Candyman. That was pretty scary. Yeah,
that was good.
Fucking Otis was really good. Dude, that dude killed Otis
from House of a Thousand Corpses. I have these photos. I will post them. I didn't want to post anything until we posted the episode, and we had so many technical difficulties. We were so excited.
Oh no.
To record. I mean, like, we ran out of there at the end of the night so that we could get to our respective rooms.
Yep.
And record because we wanted to get everything down when it was fresh, and we were so excited. I mean, like, the high that I was on that day was unmatchable. It was such a great time. And I wanted to get that feeling. But now, I mean, talking about it again, I feel like I have that feeling again.
Yeah.
But there was an Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses who was absolutely to die for. Yep. He was so good.
He was amazing.
Oh, and how about Happy? Oh, I have a story about the Happy Death Day guy.
Yeah.
The babyface mask. So in the middle of all of it, I had to go pee. And so I got up and walked out. Well, of course, when I walked out of the auditorium, all of the vendors were closed for the day. So the hallway was empty. It was just me walking down this hall. And I'm walking down the hall, and around the corner comes the guy from Happy Death Day. And I did this. And I clutched my chest. I was like, oh my God. Oh Jesus. God. And when he walked past me, like when we got close enough to each other that we were walking past each other, I looked at him and I went, you should have won. I was scared.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he was good.
He was good. But there is the Michael Myers from Halloween Kills. You will die when you see this guy.
Yeah, he was good.
There was a Freddy Krueger. There was, oh my God, the guy from the Lost Boys?
Yeah, he was good too.
He looked exactly like him. What was that guy's name? Jason something, right?
Jason? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Jason something, but he looked good too. He looked real good.
Yeah, and the one that dressed up, I mean, how original. The guy that dressed up as Norman Bates as his mother.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
Oh, that was excellent.
Yeah, that was a good one. So see, guys, there was so much to do there. Like it was such a good time, and it just didn't end there. I mean, they had a screening of Killer Clowns, but Gab says she hates that movie so much. But
I
it
hate
was
that movie.
just
Fuck a
it was
fucking
just,
puppet. Give me a fucking break.
but it was such a good weekend, guys. And Gabs, I think now is a good time. I think we told them just about everything there was to tell them about our weekend at Horror Mania Con, or Monster Mania Con. And I think this is a good segue into, the end. What do you say?
I have a lot of thank yous.
Yes, and we're going to get into those. So,
Yeah.
Gabs, run it back and let's hear them thank yous. Throw them out there.
Okay, you guys. I met Otis and Baby from House of a Thousand Corpses. They are on Instagram at Bury a Flower, BURYAFLOWER. I met Sackhead from Friday the 13th. He is Mr. Piggy.
Mr. Piggy.
I met, oh God, this one, I've been practicing the pronunciation. I'm not going to get it right. And I apologize to you if you're listening. I really did like meeting you. Chibia Lucard 529, CHIBIALUACARD 529.
Who was he?
He was masked. He was the masked Jason.
Okay.
Taruga Productions, TORUGAPRUDUCTIONS. Malachi Films. Malachi Films was Norman Bates as Mrs. Bates. And he actually makes movies. He's a production company and he's awesome.
Nice. Who was the Tariga?
Oh God, I don't fucking remember. And then there was the Curse of Pinehurst, the _curse _ of _Pinehurst. That was the Masked Jason. Malachi Films was Michael Myers. Halloween 2018 Michael Myers. Yeah. I think.
Okay.
God, you guys, I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I wrote everybody's Instagram tags down and shit.
That's all right. Guys, we're throwing y'all a shout out.
Either way,
we
it
know
was so
you guys were amazing.
you.
Yes, it was great to meet you. All of you guys were fucking amazing. Your costumes were amazing. There's a reason why we're giving these shout outs. You guys did your thing. You guys did y'all thing. Hell of a shout out to you guys and everybody listening. You did y'all damn thing. And anybody listening to this, I want you to head on over to all those Instagrams, give them a follow, tell them Horror Haven LLC sent you, let them know, show them the love that we're showing them because they did their damn thing.
The most outgoing were the authors.
Yes.
And I spent the majority of the money that I spent on Saturday was on fucking books.
Yeah.
So I met Patrick Thomas, author of Murder in Montague Falls, among others.
Huh.
I met author Brian Koshensky. I met author John French.
Nice.
And I met... What's this guy's name? Fuck. Can't read his fucking handwriting. And this guy was hella cool. I wish... Shit. Okay, if you guys could see me right now, I literally am sitting in a pile of books and postcards and trying to figure out... It doesn't matter. It was Brian Koshensky's. I bought 2 books by Brian Koshensky. The authors were just so amazing. I would love to have 1, 2, all of them on an episode. They were outgoing. They were sweet. They were a blast.
Hey, listen, you guys, any of those authors that she just threw out there, if y'all want to be on an episode, hit us up on our socials. We'll love to have you on. You can promote your books. Let us know how you got into horror. Let us know what brought you to the horror genre. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a fun episode to have.
And good night. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
A special shout out to John French. He was so cute.
French.
As soon as I walked up to the table, he picked up his one book, The Last Redhead.
Oh my God.
Ha ha ha. And he was like, "This is for you."
That's funny.
And I just thought that was sweet. And it's like, oh, thank you, John French. So I bought it just because he was like, "You're a redhead." And I was like, "Yes, I am."
Duh.
Thanks. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I had
You
no
can see
idea.
colors?
And as it turns out, we have a manager.
Yes, we do. And I want to give a special shout out to him. Can I? Can I be the one?
Please. Yes, go right ahead.
I want to throw out a special shout out to Gabby Gore's amazing husband, Jeff. Man, he was out there putting the name out there. He was throwing out the Horror Haven LLC tagline out there. He was doing work while we were standing there looking like Kardashians. He was out there putting out the name. He was fucking meeting people. He was getting Instagrams. He was doing the pictures. Dude, you are a legend.
Like Kardashians.
Yeah.
But the reason, like anybody, I really feel bad because there was one person who actually said like, "Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, that's them. No kidding.
No shit.
And
yeah.
It was really cool to be recognized. Thank you.
Thank
However,
you
it was also really embarrassing.
Yes, it was.
And I'm really, really sorry that Jeff had to handle that while you and I stood in a corner
discussing the episode. We were actually working
the episode, and like I think at one point, I think either you or I said, "Are they looking at us? Why are they looking at us?"
Yeah, like why are they pointing?
Why are they pointing at us? What is going on? Oh, I don't like this at all. This makes me uncomfortable. Like we are not ready, and it's nothing against anybody. Thank you. I mean, anybody other than my family who listens, talking to you, horror fan. Thank you for listening. And I don't know why you are, but I really like that you are. But I just want to put it right out there. I'm not ready.
She's not ready to transcend just yet. But you know what?
No.
We're going to transcend together because we're ready. We are ready. It's just to see it in person. I will say, because you all know I do, the Horror Gamer YouTube channel.
You should have been prepared to be recognized.
Well,
it was. I will say that it was weird, not in a bad way, but it was kind of like, oh, Horror Gamer. You weren't ready either because you have a ton of followers on.
I do
YouTube,
but it's just
if anybody was going to get recognized, it was going to be you.
But it makes you take a step back, and it really makes you appreciate it because you know what? Look, we sit here, we do the work. You're always here with your notes. You know what I'm saying? You're ready to go. You put in the work. Sometimes you got to even get my ass motivated to record. But
I will kick an ass.
Yeah. So we do the work, but we don't do the work for the recognition. We do it because we love to talk horror. We love
the reason that this was started. Everyone was because we had a conversation.
Exactly.
And Horror Gamer said, "This could be a podcast."
Yeah, it's good. Yeah,
and
exactly.
I was like, "Oh, I love podcasts." Literally, the conversation was, "We could do this on a podcast," and I said, "I love podcasts."
Yep.
And you said, "Let's make a podcast," and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, it. Let's give it a try.
Yeah, why not record what we say? Because we like saying the things that we say. I mean,
exactly.
It's literally the only reason that we started this. So anybody that does listen, thank you. And I don't know why you want to, because...
But thank you. And we're not telling you not to. Continue.
Not. No, please keep listening.
Yeah, keep listening.
Keep doing it. I mean, and I cannot... Horror Gamer knows me so well that he knows that I am not exaggerating when I say this. If you're listening right now, I'm obsessed with you.
She is. 110%.
I want to know everything about you.
Yep.
I want to have conversations with you every single day. I will talk to you while I'm at work. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I will talk to you in the middle of the night. I don't care. I don't need sleep. There's 24 hours in a day.
Yep. She's not lying.
I am in love with you. I am obsessed with you. Please keep listening. Talk to me. Talk to Horror Gamer. Talk to both of
Talk
us.
to me. Yeah, I'm always down. I'm always down to
We
chit chat the horror.
We don't care. We love you.
Yeah. Yeah.
We want to talk to you. It's not like when you listen to like, I don't want to say like a real podcast, because obviously this is a real podcast, so it's real. Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about like the professionals. Like, we're not like those guys that are like, yeah, send us an email or whatever. Like, and then somebody else answers email us. Yeah. We will talk to you for hours.
And let me tell you something. The people who answer the email, it's not a third party. We answer the emails. So those responses that you get back are from us. Like, it's not. We don't have somebody in the background checking our emails and writing what they think we would say. No.
And I can guarantee you, if it's between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when I'm awake.
Yep.
And if you email, I will get back to you within 5 minutes.
Yep. Absolutely.
If Horror Gamer can't, I will. If he can, we both will.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. So, yes, absolutely 100%.
So
but with all that,
thank you to the people who recognized us.
Yes.
It was really weird.
It was weird, but you know what? I think there's going to be more to come. It was cool as hell to be recognized. Cool as hell. I will say that. You know, that was one very small moment where I felt like I stood on the shoulder to shoulder with like Robert Englund, because it's like, you know, Horror Haven LLC. I know them. Like, oh yeah, we're at a horror convention. Yeah.
Why? Why do you know us? What? Yeah. Why? I mean,
well, she was saying why. I'm like, I know, right?
No, when that guy said that, like, oh, yeah, I know them. It was like, why? Why do you know me? Hey.
Well, yeah, Gabby said that. I actually said on the other, I was like, I'm surprised not everybody knows us. I mean,
that's not what you said.
Come on, man, don't throw me under the bus, yo. Come on. I have a reputation to keep here. Come on.
I am surprised. I really am surprised that when they said, oh, yeah, I know them, I was really surprised that they weren't like, Horror Gamer, YouTube. Like, I really was expecting like the entire day people to like run up to you like, oh my God. Like,
so was I, and it didn't happen. But you know what? It's all good. It's all good. I just do it. I don't do like I told. Like, but you know what? Said,
you weren't wearing your regular mask.
I wasn't wearing the regular mask, for one, and for two, even if I was, I do this for the love of horror and the love of you guys. If I don't get the recognition, I don't need it. I enjoy doing it. So, but yeah, I think, Gabs, with all that being said, let them know. Don't forget, what's that? Rate, review, subscribe, and when you rate us, you got to give us the 5. Please. Anything less is a felony.
Listen, if it's anything less than a 5, you have our email address. Don't leave anything less than a 5. Just email us and tell us what we can do differently.
Yeah,
we'll fix it. I mean, believe me, neither one of us is any kind of anything about anything that we were going to be offended or you're going to hurt our egos. We don't have egos.
No, none here.
So just tell us what we need to fix and we'll fix it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is your show, okay?
Yeah, like, yep.
You know, we do this because we love it and we talk because we like to talk. But if you want to hear us talk and we're not saying the right things, then just tell us what we're not saying and we'll say it.
Absolutely.
Don't be mad about it.
No, you're
don't
in the
be mad about it, bitch.
Don't be mad. Why are you mad? Why are you serious?
Why are you so mad?
You don't got to be serious. Yeah.
Jesus.
You don't got to be that serious. In the famous words of somebody who has a big mustache and who's a prick, don't got to be that serious.
Yeah, chill.
Yeah, and pull that damn mask down.
Pull your damn mask down at home.
Have fun.
You're safe.
Yes, and have a good time. Enjoy it. That's what we do.
If you're not having fun with us, honestly, then just don't listen.
No.
I mean,
don't listen.
Seriously, whatever. It's not that serious, you guys.
Yeah. So.
Tell us what we can fix if you want to keep listening. If you don't want to keep listening, then don't say anything. But if you like us, leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Hi, thank you.
Yes. And then
And
I think
subscribe and
yes,
tell
and
every single
subscribe.
person that you've ever met in your entire life about us.
And how great we are.
And how great we are.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so
good.
nice. Thank you.
It would be. Yes.
Yes.
So, Gabs, one more time. Let's run it back and let them know where they can get a hold of us.
Slasher.tv. Download the app. Find us, Horror Haven LLC. You can send us a private message on that app. You can find us on Instagram at Horror Haven LLC. You can find us on Twitter at Horror LLC. You can email us at horrorhavenllc@gmail.com. And please, please, after you've rated and reviewed and subscribed, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/horrorhavenllc. You can join one of those tiers. It doesn't matter which one you join. We still love you and we're still grateful. And you still have complete access to both of us for direct messaging on Patreon.
Yep.
But
110%.
if you join the Patreon, we'll send you a present.
Ooh.
And if you join that $15 VIP Patreon tier, you get your very own episode that you are the host and we are your sidekicks.
That's it. We're the background noise for that one, so
probably me just like crying and laughing.
Yeah, crying and laughing in the background. I'm just sitting there
crying. Oh God.
Yep.
Oh God. Oh, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I love it. But all right, horror horde. With all that being said, this has been
have
your
a message for you.
Oh, who me?
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
From Jeff.
Jeff, what's up?
Ligma.
tell him it's at the center.
Oh, it's with D's?
Yeah, next to
all
D's.
Right.
It's at
all
the
right,
center next to D's.
Yeah.
All right, horror horde. All right. I love you guys. Thank you guys. This has been your homeboy horror gamer.
And Gabs.
And until next time, as always, don't fear the darkness.
Embrace it. We love you.
And don't cry.
Shut up.
We out.